Hello friends, I hope you are all doing great. Well, I Rasmita welcome you all to my new topic. Today's topic is linear equation in one variable. The topic name is linear equation in one variable. We'll learn today the linear equation. Okay, so before starting, I assume you all know about this topic. Am I correct? Yes, I assume that you know few topic. So first of all, I'm going to review it. Hello viewers. Hope you are doing great. This is Rasmita. Welcome you all today's tutorial. The topic name is linear equation in one variable. What is the name of the topic? The topic name is linear equation in one variable. I assume you know this topic from your previous grades. So, based on that, we will revise the terms, whatever we are going to use it here again, and we'll proceed further for the topic. So, my first topic here today is variable. Do you have any idea what is a variable? Absolutely. Variable is an unknown value. So, how to represent this variable? We represent this variable with the English alphabets like A, B, C, M, N, etc. etc. These are all variables. My next term is expression. What is an expression? This is not my facial expression. This is the mathematical operation expression. Okay. So what is a mathematical operation expression? The expression has two parts. The first one is a variable. The second one is a fixed one. So let's write an example here for your understanding. X plus 1. This is an expression. Here I have a variable x and one fixed value 1. So I am writing here 2x plus 6. Is it an expression? Yes, this is also an expression. So can I write this statement as taking 2 as common, x plus 3. So expression can be simplified. And do remember one important point about the expression. I cannot find out the value of x here. I cannot find the value here, and the expression cannot be solved. I cannot solve it. Now, the next and the most important term which is used across the subject is equation. What do you mean by equation? Equation is x plus 3 is equal to 9 here. So I can find out the value of x here. This is my variable and I can find out here. And I have one more important thing. I have an equal symbol. I have LHS side and RHS side together. And both are in balanced state. It's equal to. So this expression and equation both are difference in these 2 points. This has only one variable and these are all Now, the most important term of this chapter is equation, which is used across the subject, and we have lots of use of this term. The term name is equation. I'm writing here now. X plus 1 is equal to 9. This is an equation. Here I have a variable. I can find out the variable here, and I have a equal sign. I have both LHS side and RHS side together. I have both LHS side and RHS side together. I can find out the value of X. Can you tell me now what is this? X square plus 3x plus 1, which is equal to 7. Here, is it an expression or this is an equation? Yes, you are correct. This is an equation because we have a symbol is equal to and I have a variable. I can find out the value of x here. Now tell me, I am telling here now this is not a linear equation. Ask me why. Why this is not a linear equation? Because the reason it is here, the variable has the maximum power for. The reason is here, the linear equation is a equation where this equation is not a linear equation. Ask me why? Because this is an equation. I do agree with you. Yes, this is an equation. But the variable here is x and the maximum power of the x is here 2. But for a linear equation, the maximum power of the variable should be 1. The maximum power of the variable should be 1 and only 1. Then only the equation is called a linear equation. I'm writing here one more equation. Can you tell me 3x plus 9 is equal to 5x plus 11. Is it a equation or expression or what kind of equation it is? Yes? Yes. Yes. You are correct. This is an equation. It has a variable x and it is separated by equal sign. It has RHS side and LHS side, and I can find out the value of the variable x here. Here, this is a linear equation also because the maximum power of the variable x is only 1 here. I can solve the equation. Now, understanding all the concepts of linear equation, we will proceed further and solve some topics and some problems here. Let's move to the next topic. Moving further to this topic, now we will learn how to solve these linear equations. I have to solve now these linear equations. Under this subtopic, there are few conditions also there for the linear equation. My first condition here is the variable is on only one side, either right hand side or left hand side. Here my variable can be in one side, either left hand side or on the right hand side. I am writing here now an example for your understanding how to solve it, and I am going to show you here. 2x minus 3 is equal to 7. What is this? This is an equation. I want to find the value of x here. Here, to solve this equation, I have two methods. I am going to discuss the first method, then the second method. But let me tell you, the second method is the widely used method. So let's proceed for the first method. So what is a first method? The first method is I have to find out the value of the x here where I have to find out the value of x here, nullifying all the values surrounding to it. Here I have two things with x. First, subtraction minus 3 and multiplied by 2. I have to remove one fixed variable, one fixed thing, so that I can find out the value of x. So what can I do here? I have minus 3. So how to nullify that? If I add here plus 3, I can remove this 3. So my step number 1, 2x minus 3 plus 3 is equal to 7. Is it correct? No. As I've added here on the LHS side, I have to again add the same number in the right hand side also to make the equation balanced one, because I have an equal sign. Plus 3. Now both 3 and 3 got cancelled. 2x is equal to 10. Here there is a subtraction of 2 with x. I have to nullify that one also. How can I do that? Here, as this is multiplied, I have to do division so that this 2 can be taken out. Moving further, 2x by 2 is equal to 10 by 2. Now again nullifying 2 and 2. What is my answer here? 10 by 2 is equal to 5. Now I got my value of x here. X is equal to 5. I got my value of x here. X is equal to 5. Moving further to the second procedure, the procedure number 2. This is procedure number 1, and I am now explaining the procedure number 2. This procedure is called moving the number from left hand to right hand side, or this procedure is based on the movement of numbers from left hand side to right hand side, or from right hand side to left hand side. This is called transposing of the numbers, transposing method. So how we do transposition of the number? When one number moves from left hand side to right hand side, or right hand side to left hand side, the value changes. So first I am going to explain you how the value changes, then proceed further to solve the problem. How this number moves? I have right hand side to left hand side, plus sign, If plus moves, then it becomes minus. If minus moves, it becomes plus. The similar manner, if multiply moves, it becomes division. When division moves, it becomes multiplication. Keeping this formula, keeping this concept in mind, we are going to solve it. Okay, so I'll take the same example, then solve it and find out and compare the value of x also in both the methods. So what is my example here? It's 2x minus 3 is equal to 7. What I have to do here? I have to find the value of x. For that, first I have to take out 3. As this is minus 3 and I am moving from left hand side to right hand side, what can I write here? 2x, moment of 3 here, 2x is equal to 7, minus becomes plus. So 7 plus 3, which is equal to 10. My step number 2, here I have 2 here. I have to take out in the same manner. Here it should come. If it's coming here, then the value of x, as this is multiplication, I have to divide with my left hand side, which is 10 by 2 is 5. So what I got here? I got my value x is equal to 5. Here also I got my value x. I hope you understood both the methods. Please always focus to use this second method because this is the most widely used method. Let's move on to the next topic. Moving further to the solving of equation, my next subtopic is variable on both the sides. Here the variables are there on both the sides, right hand side and left hand side. How to solve the equation if variable is there on both the sides? I am taking here an example. 2x minus 3, which is equal to x plus 2. Here x is there in left hand side and right hand side also. The movement of the digits will use this formula which I have discussed in the last slide. I have 2x. When I am moving this x to left hand side, it becomes minus x. is equal to 2, and this fixed variable, this fixed value minus 3 becomes plus 3, is all total 5. Now 2x minus x, 2 minus 1, which is x here. X is equal to 5. I got my value here. X is also equal to 5 here. Now, I got my value x here. Do you want me to check and verify is this value x is correct or not? How can I verify? I want to verify here. I'm going to put the value of x in the equation, both the sides, RHS side and LHS side, and verify it. So what is my left hand side value? My left hand side is equal to 2x minus 3. If I'm putting the value of x as 5, 2 multiplied by 5 minus 3, which is 10 minus 3 is 7. Let's cross check now for RHS side also. X plus 2. X is 5 plus 2, which is also 7. My LHS side is 7. My RHS side is also 7. It shows the value is 5 and we got our solution. Let's move on to the next subtopic. Moving further to the next subtopic, I have here forming equations. How to frame a equation? We have got some problems here, some word problems are there. We have to frame the equation, then we can solve it. Okay, so I'm explaining here one example. Sum of here I have a problem. Sum of two number is 74. One is more. Here I am going to frame a equation where the problem is sum of two number is 74. The condition number 2, one is 10 more than the other. Then I have to find out the number. Let's assume the unknown number is, my one number can be x. What about the other number? What they've given here? 10 more than the other. So my other number is x plus 10 because it's 10 more than. As per the condition given here, sum of two number is 74. So what is the sum of the two number? This is number 1 is x and my other number is x plus 10, which is 74. Now I can solve it. 2x plus 10 is equal to 74. X is equal to 2x is equal to 74 minus 10. What is the value of it? Which is 64. Then x is equal to 64 divided by 2, which is 32. I got my value here, 32. Here, this is an easy problem. I can find out the statement easily. So, I will discuss one more example here. Here I have one more problem for you to understand better. The problem is sum of a two-digit number and a reversing of the digit is 121. Let's assume there is a number. It can be 23. If I'm reversing the number, means 32. Then the sum of the two digits is 121. One more condition they have given. They have given the unit place of the digit is 5. I have to find out the digit of the 10th place only. I have to find out the digit basically. Then we'll get the complete number. What is the condition they have given here? They have given two-digit number and reversing the numbers. Let's assume my unit place, also they have given the unit place of the digit. They have given unit place is 5. Then what can be my 10th place? My 10th place can be 10th place can be X. What is the number? What is the two-digit number? My number will be here 10x plus 5. After reversing, what is my reverse number? My reverse number also, my reverse number is 10 place become unit place becomes 10 place. So 10 multiplied by 5 plus x, which is equal to 50 plus x. What's the condition they have given? The sum of this two number is 121. So can I write here 10x plus 5 plus 50 plus x is equal to 121. Here 11x plus 55 is equal to 121. I am taking common as 11. X plus 5 is equal to 121 can be written as 11 multiplied by 11. As both the sides 11 is there, I can remove it. X plus 5 is equal to 11. X is equal to 11 minus 5, which is 6. I got my value here. X is equal to 6. By solving this equation, now I have to put the value. I have to find out the value of my two-digit number. I can do it here. My number is, here I am going to use it as this is my number. 10 multiplied by x. X means 6 here plus 5 means 10 multiplied by 6 is 60 plus 5, which is 65. My digit is 65. I hope you understood now how to solve the word problems. The terms like greater than, smaller than means, greater than means addition, smaller than means subtraction, and this times means multiplication. All these terms we have to use it to find out the equation first, then only the next step is to solve the equation. Got it? We'll solve more the word problem so that we can get more words and we can frame the proper sentence. Moving further to the next topic. Moving further to the next topic, we are going to learn cross multiplication. Okay. So what is understood? What's the meaning of this cross multiplication? I'm writing here equation. I have my value here. So what will I do here? This is a statement. So how to do it? I can solve this statement by doing cross multiplication. I have to multiply this 2 and multiply this 2. This 2 is equal to the other 2. How to write it? I am going to show it here. 8 multiplied by x plus 1 is equal to 3 multiplied by 2x plus 3. You understood the first statement? This is the most important statement. After that, only the solution part. How to solve it? I want to separate 8x plus 8 is equal to 3 2 is 6x plus 3 3 is 9. Now, as I have to move, I have variables, few variables, so that this variable is there in left hand side and RHS side also. So I have to move both the variables in one side and the fixed numbers to the other side. As per our regular practice, we always keep our variables in left hand side and the fixed values in the right hand side. I am transposing this x here and this fixed variable, fixed number here. 8x minus 6x, which is equal to 9. 8 becomes minus 8. 8x minus 6x, 8 minus 6, which is 2x, is equal to 9 minus 1, 9 minus 8, which is 1 here. Then the value of x is 1 by 2. I got my value of x here by solving this equation. Hope you understood all the topics. If you have any doubt, please reach to me. I will definitely respond to all your queries. I'll respond to all your queries.